Happy Saturday, Pine Belt. I hope you've been enjoying your weekend so far. We're looking all good here in the Pine Belt, but let's unpack, right? We've got a lot that's been going on. We had some recent Christmas parades and even some football going on. So congratulations to the gentleman from Heidelberg. I know that was well-deserved with that victory. And now we've got more games going on, right? Poplarville won earlier today as well. And I believe Hattiesburg is playing Grenada as we speak. Kickoff would have been right around 7 o'clock for tonight. You can see some folks enjoying the game over there at the Rock. Unfortunately, we can't see the field, but this is the best view I can get from the USM Skycam here. I had to tilt it around from our normal position because you can see all the people in the mid and upper level stands there at M.M. Roberts Stadium. Now, otherwise, football or no football, right? It's going to be a chilly night, so we're already at 50 degrees over there in Midtown Hattiesburg at this time. Winds are fairly calm, and of course, there's no measured rain for now. Speaking of rain, let's take a live look at the radar. Now, there are a few showers. You can see the edge of your screen here. If you've checked the radar recently, you may have noticed that there were a few very shallow, very small little stratiform rain showers that were very light sprinkles at that in Louisiana. But I know that they're off there to the west. Have no fear. They continue to kind of diminish and dissipate as they move towards our area. So basically, I'm not expecting anything other than a very rogue sprinkle, maybe for a few of you in Pearl River County, maybe. And that's if it even reaches the ground, right? Some of the green you see on the radar, especially for light showers like this, yes, it is rain, but it's practically evaporating or not even reaching the ground. So we're all good there. And of course, we move on from our radar check here. You notice that we are, okay, forgive me, wait for it. We're almost there. It's loading. Maybe. There you go. Much better. Okay, so you get to see what I was showing during the opening block of the show when I talk about my little weather tease or I give some type of opening monologue or we're leading into commercial. Those graphics were meant for that. I had to skip to the next group I had ready just for you guys. This is that next group as far as I know. So anyway, all right, I digress. Let's get started, shall we? You can see the current temperatures in the area, all in the 40s at this time. So yes, it is a chilly night. A few folks still clinging to 50 for now, but that will be short-lived because the 40s are going to be where we stay for the better portion of tonight. But thankfully, we won't be as chilly. Now, moving on over to the almanac for today, you notice that, well, we peaked right around 62 degrees, which is 2 degrees shy of our typical daytime high for early December. Our record high being 84 degrees on this date, Pearl Harbor Day, if you will, in 1951. Now, prior to Pearl Harbor, they actually had a record low there. Look at that, 16 degrees over there in 1937. And speaking of Pearl Harbor Day, thank you, veterans, if you're watching or if you know a veteran. I know it's not Veterans Day, but still, make sure they are appreciated. They do a very important job to represent our nation. But either way, back to the almanac and weather. You notice that we bottomed out right around 30 degrees for this morning, but, well, we're not going to see 30 degrees for tonight. So as you plan your evening, remember I was talking about how the 40s are where we stay. That is indeed the case. It's going to be an overcast night. You may have noticed if you stepped out in the waning days during the afternoon prior to sunset, you may have noticed how much of a blanket of clouds we already had with maybe a few small peaks of sunshine at times, but by and large it's going to be overcast extending into tonight and tomorrow as well. So those pre-dawn hours are going to be chilly, but thankfully they will warm up. If you plan on going to church or elsewhere, you notice that we do see those mild temperatures just in time for like Sunday school, and as services are getting ready to begin, this would be around 8 or 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. But as services are going on, you're getting out, you're ready for lunch, or whatever you plan on doing for the early part of your afternoon, you notice that a lot of temperatures are going to be in the 60s for the Pine Belt. So much more comfortable, much nicer, but it's still going to be cloudy. And I'd say a stray sprinkle is possible for the first half of tomorrow, but most of those rain chances are going to be in the evening, okay? So have no fear, we're far from a washout, but some of those little rain chances try to kind of attempt their way into our area during tomorrow, but most of that is going to be in the evening hours. We'll take a look at that in just a moment. Regardless of rain or no rain, once again, tomorrow will be a very cloudy one with maybe an occasional peak of sunshine, but by and large, it will be overcast for the better part of the day. Here's what I was talking about, where you can see a stray sprinkle is possible for the first half of tomorrow, but a lot of that rain is going to be focused during the evening and into the overnight hours. Basically, what you can expect here, you notice that continued rise in rain chances over the course of the day. Well, that trend will continue into the overnight hours, not only Sunday night, but into Monday, early Monday, the pre-dawn hours as well. So let's take a look at the timing, if you will. You see that stray sprinkle being possible early Sunday, but a lot of the rain still focused well out to our west, right? And sure, well, you may be wondering, well, yes, a steep drop in the temperatures will eventually come. If you've been checking in the last few days, you may know that there's this nice cool-off coming, but even with that cool-off coming, there's no severe weather. There's nothing to worry about in that department. Heck, a lot of this rain will likely be showers, maybe a very occasional rumble of thunder. But even then, a lot of this will just kind of be some showers moving into the area late Sunday, extending into Monday. But one thing to keep in mind here, this is one particular model run. So I know that you're showing some of the rain. Maybe it seems like almost like it kind of clears out on Monday. It really doesn't. It sticks around. This particular model trying to keep most of the rain slightly to our east. Now, I'm not entirely convinced on that, just because there are some models trying to keep a little more rain in our area, but all in all, whether it comes to, because there's various ways that we forecast, right? A lot of ways we can use visual models like this. A lot of times we use physical raw data. I mean, just literal numbers and columns. And yes, it sounds exactly the way it is. But regardless, right, I have reason to believe that in Monday we could see some of those rain chances lingering, even if this particular model output is trying to paint some of the rain off to our east. So all in all, make sure to tune back at 10 or tomorrow right here at 8 o'clock. I will have more on that as it evolves, as we get better information, and we'll see if there's a bit more consensus on what some of those models are saying. Once again, this is one particular output out of a few. Okay, you can see the rain extending into Tuesday here, and of course the rain is just going to kind of linger around. Even if it goes away briefly on Monday like this particular model indicated, regardless, we're going to see more of it most likely on Tuesday. Now, how much of it? That still remains to be seen. It'll be scattered at best. You notice a lot of showers in the area, but after Tuesday, well, we're going to see a dramatic improvement. That'll be it with the rain, and sunnier skies will be in our future. We'll take a look at that in just a moment. Before I forget, it's been a while, I know, but of course I know that you're here on Facebook as well. But don't forget, we're right here on WDAM's Facebook page, but I've got a page too. So make sure to follow that for the latest updates. Give me make sure to send a message if you got questions. Of course, severe weather season is coming up, even though there's no severe weather attached to this upcoming system. Well, yeah, spring is eventually coming. Yes, that is correct, I know, but thankfully we still got Christmas and all that to enjoy as well. Of course, there's Twitter as well. I know not as many of you guys are on Twitter, and that's perfectly acceptable, but either way, Facebook and Twitter, or X I should say, I think that's, yeah, anyway, Twitter, X, Facebook, you get the gist, right? You know where to find me if you have questions or you want to see what's up. Or if you just want to say, hey, what's up, then there you go. That's okay too. But 7-day outlook, you notice the rain chances once again extending for Sunday kind of afternoon and evening, extending through Monday and Tuesday. But after that, boom, our daytime highs plummet, and we've got a nicer and sunnier pattern in store from midweek onward, with the overnight freezes returning right around Wednesday into Thursday. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night, and of course, hopefully we'll be we won't have any issues with any of the graphics like we had tonight. I assure you, normally, yeah. Anyway, things that happen when you're on either live TV or a live stream, right? Hey, you get treats to just kind of what happens. But either way, have a great night, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend until we meet again on Sunday.